Are you guys looking for something super duper easy to throw together on those busy weeknights? Well, I have got a video for you because it is packed full with some crock pot meals. There are 5 crock pot dinners in this video. 2 of these are older ones that I've tried and true over and over again, and some of these are new. So I hope you guys enjoy this because life is busy enough, so why make it any harder? You can put those liners in, toss that food, and just go. So let's get going. Okay guys, we're gonna make crockpot cream chicken chili. This is so easy. All we need is a crock pot. I'm gonna put on the very bottom, take 2 chicken breasts. Just got standard chicken breasts from Aldi. Just gonna lay those in there. I've actually got 3. So you know what? I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna do 3 chicken breasts because we have a big family. Then we are going to take our beans. Okay, so I drained the beans and rinsed them. You're just gonna throw the beans on top because you wanna make sure you drain and rinse them. Just the black beans. Then we're gonna take a can of corn with the liquid in it. I know some people are creeped out by that, but in this recipe we're doing that. And then in Rotel, we're gonna take a can of Rotel, just dump it on there. Then we're gonna take a tablespoon of chili powder. I usually throw a little extra in, as you can see. And then we're gonna take a teaspoon of cumin. You can adjust your seasonings how you like. Some people like a little bit more than what the recommended is. Like I throw in a little bit more because we like seasonings. Then I don't have the packet of ranch seasoning because I'm getting ready to run to the store, but you're gonna throw a packet of ranch seasoning on this. And then you're just gonna mix this all around. You can cook this on low for 6 to 8 hours. I don't have 6 to 8 hours like I had planned, so I'm gonna cook it on high for half that time. But first, like, I'll come back and put the ranch seasoning on, just because that's how I roll. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect to get it done, to make it taste right. We're gonna take a pack of cream cheese, and we're gonna put the cream cheese on the very top of this. You don't need any other liquid because it's already got the liquid in it. So just keep an eye on it. And then you're gonna put that right on top. It'll melt into that. I'm gonna turn mine on high, but if you were cooking on low, like I said, turn it 6 to 8 hours. On high, half that time. And just eyeball it. We'll come back, and when this is done cooking, we're gonna shred the chicken. And I'll probably serve it with some cornbread muffins, or we'll find something to serve it with, but I'm super excited about this. I've been craving this all week. Okay guys, it's been cooking forever. I probably don't even need to take the chicken out, just shred it. Nope, it's so tender. Because I cooked it on low, I didn't think I would have enough time. I mean, I cooked on high, I didn't think I'd have enough time to cook it on low. Look at that, so tender. You don't even take it to separate it. I didn't film me throwing the ranch mix back in, but I did put it in there once I got home from the grocery store. So this is literally cooked. As you can see, the inside of my crock pot, I've cooked it way too long on high today. But there it is, it's all mixed together. And so let's scoop that out. There it is. Oh. So let's put some of this on it. Okay, sorry for the football in the background. It's game day. So I'm making some crockpot potato soup. This is one of the easiest recipes I've ever made, and they prefer it. It's super duper cheesy. You need 1 can cream of celery, 2 cans cream of chicken. You'll need 3.5 cups of half and half or heavy cream, whatever you prefer. I've used milk before. And you need 1.5 cups of cheese, and then some salt and pepper. And it's optional, but you can melt butter in the bottom of your crock pot. I'm not going to do that. I rubbed some oil on there because I'm out of cooking spray. So first we're going to throw the hash browns in. And yes, I said throw. So these recipes are usually with the cubed ones, the cubed hash browns. I don't even know if I've ever made it with the cubed ones. I've always made it with just a bag of the shredded, because the only time they have cubed hash browns is like in March at Aldi's, and that's usually where I shop. I mean, till most recently when I shop at Kroger. But they only carry that in March when it's like St. Patrick's Day type stuff. So I'm gonna add the cream of celery. Just throw it in, guys. Sorry if that's offensive. That's how we roll on this channel. Real life. And cream of chicken. This is very inexpensive too. I mean, the bag of hash browns is like, what, $1.69? The creams of soup, well, they used to at one point be 39 cents. They're probably 59 cents each if you buy them at Aldi. I'll get a spoon and get the rest of that out. And then what I like about it is the pop tops. Don't have to get your manual can opener or even your electric one out. It just pops right off. Of course, there has been a time or two that I have messed that up. And then half and half I already had on hand. It's going to take 3.5 cups of that. Hopefully we got enough. This is super cheesy and super creamy. And we're just going to pour that in. Oh, we've only got 3. Okay. I'm going to be a little bit under in mine today. I can probably add some milk in. And then we're going to take 1.5 cups of cheese. I don't really measure that, guys. Sorry. I just don't. It turns out very cheesy. You can add more when you're done. It's super healthy, guys. And then I'm going to throw a little bit of salt and pepper on it because it needs a little bit of something. I'm not a big salt person, but Ryan and them like salt in theirs. I'm a pepper person. So then all we're going to do is put our lid on, and we are going to cook this for 3 to 4 hours on high. And then we'll like stir it together. It'll be super cheesy, and then you can add more cheese. Of course, you can put bacon in it if you want to, whatever your preference. But we usually serve ours with bacon sandwiches. So that's usually their preference. So there is that. We're gonna let that cook now. Here is the potato soup. Don't mind the crusty edges. I usually add extra cheese in there, but it gets too overpowering. So I just put it in the bowl, and there you go, potato soup. And you can serve it with sandwiches, whatever you guys. Okay, we're gonna make some Crockpot Italian chicken. Super duper easy to do this. All you need is a Crockpot. I've already put my liner in. Then you need 4 chicken breasts. I've already got a pack. Just putting that in there, laying it on the bottom. You need a pack of Italian dressing. I'm gonna lay that. I actually need 2 cans of cream. You can use cream of chicken, cream of mushroom. Usually the recipe is cream of chicken. I only have 1, so I'll add a little bit of something else in there to compensate for that. You're just gonna pour it over the chicken. Then you also need a block of cream cheese, and then you'll serve all of this, like after this finishes cooking, you'll serve this over pasta. So you can cook this, I think, on low for 4 hours. Is what the recipe goes by. But I never trust that with chickens. I'm actually going to cook mine on high for about 3 hours because I don't trust the low for 4. So we're just going to turn that on, let that cook. Then we'll make some pasta to go with it. Okay, so here is the pasta. I went ahead and shredded the chicken, cooked the pasta separately, and added it back in. And there it is. And I had some Parmesan cheese on top also. So there is dinner. Okay, you guys, sorry I don't have this filmed of putting this in here, but I did not have my camera. So I took 2 ground beef rolls that I had in the freezer and let them thaw this morning, because you're supposed to cook it on the stove usually for this, but you can cook it longer in your crock pot and just fuse it together. I'm going to try it today. I chopped up 1 onion and a few pieces from another. I don't have green peppers or mushrooms. You could put that in, dice them up. I didn't have any on me. And then I took about 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce because I'm doubling this recipe. I took 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and I mixed that with equal amount of beef broth and poured that on top. I didn't measure my salt or pepper. I just sprinkled it to our liking on there. And then I added some more beef broth in this just to give it a little bit more flavor. And so this is going to be Crockpot Fillies, and I'll add the shredded cheese later, and you can put provolone cheese on top of it, whatever you want to do. But I want to let this cook. You normally let this cook on low 4 to 6 hours if the meat's already cooked, about 4 hours. My meat is not cooked, so I'll probably cook this all day long, just so that way the meat cooks really good. Because I make taco meat a lot of times in the crock pot. So that's what we're gonna do. Very simple recipe. You know, use what you have. And then I've got these potatoes, these little fingerling potatoes. So I'm probably gonna put these in the air fryer later with some like Italian seasoning or olive oil or something. I want them to be crispy, or I'd put them in my crock pot. So that's what we're doing, and I'm gonna cook this, and we will come back to it later and see how it looks. Okay, changed my mind. I'm taking a bag of the fingerling potatoes that I had. Gonna nut my other crock pot out with a liner, and I'm going to use up these Sunburst blend that I had. So I had the fingerling potato because I need 3 pounds technically. I just have them. Just put them in there, and then I'm just washing the little ones because they're smaller than those. They're not as long. So hang on. I'm just going to place these in with those, and then we're going to get some seasonings to put in with this. So the only thing I don't like about this crock pot is it has no timer, so I have to time it myself. So they're pretty crock pots, but they're not convenient. I'll let them trade them out for Christmas. So eyeball it. I know about what I'm adding. About 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I think this is avocado oil. Either way, I use them both. Then you can add a bunch of like different spices and things. You can add oregano, paprika, you know, things like that. I'm going to add the Italian seasoning packet because I prefer that. It just gives it a lot of flavor all packed into one. Then I'm going to add a little bit of butter. So I'm just going to add about half a thing of butter. I don't normally add butter into stuff, but this will give it good flavor. And then we are going to add some garlic. Got minced garlic, just adding a little bit of that. And then a dash of like lemon juice. Give it kind of like that Greekish flavor. So I'm just going to add all of that, and you can put parsley on top of this and whatever. And I'm just going to put the lid on, and I'm going to cook this about 4 to 6 hours on low, and we'll come back because that's cooking, and we will have a nice, it will smell so good in here in a little bit. So here is the Philly meat. It has literally been cooking all day, so it's made it super tender. Super tender. I turned it to high for about an hour. But I add some cheese. I actually burn it by turning it up like that. So I've got some cheese in there. And we will serve this on some buns. Woo, see me. Over here is the potatoes. I already ate some, and they are so delicious. So delicious. So very excited for those tonight. So those are both done. We'll serve them up on buns. I'll show you the after. So here is the sloppy joe. Sorry for the lighting. It's cheesy. There's some potatoes. These are the girls, so they don't want tons, but that is theirs. And here we go. Probably make some other side to go with this too. Okay guys, today's dinner is going to be something easy. We're gonna use my crock pot because crock pots are awesome. Oops, I've got it turned on. Whoop. Okay, so I've already rinsed the potatoes. I'm just taking one of these bags of petite gold potatoes. These were $1.99 at Kroger this week. I took 2 onions chopped up, and woo, my eyes were running. I had these sausages. I think I got these for like $1.98 each. I'm going to dice these up. I've just got 2 packs. You use 1 pack, but like they like more meat than they like the other stuff. You need a cup of chicken broth. If you have diced tomatoes, you need a cup of diced tomatoes, teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and then we also need, I'm going to put a tablespoon of minced garlic. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to cook this on low for 6 to 8 hours, or, you know, on high 4 to 6. So let's go ahead and get this. But you want your potatoes to be tender and stuff like that. So I'm going to dice these up and come back. Okay, everything's chopped up. So here we go. We're going to go ahead. I feel like the potatoes need to cook the most. So I've chopped them up. Taken the 2 packs of sausage. And I've made different sausage recipes on here before, but not quite like this one. And like sometimes I'll do it with pasta and stuff. I just like my crock pot because I have a busy day. Then we're going to take a cup of chicken broth, which I always keep chicken broth on hand for everything. I like these all-in-one meals. I'm not going to, it's 1 teaspoon, but I'm just going to eyeball it because they'll add more anyway. I'm very particular about the Italian seasoning though. I don't like tons of spice, and then I'll get the garlic. Okay, and so now taking the teaspoon garlic, and we'll cover this, and we'll just let it cook. I'm gonna let it cook on low today because I actually have time for it, and we'll come back. Thank you, friends, for watching today's video. I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.